so let me get all the way up to the first questions on the board. First one, Shalom Rabbi. Question: will a person be punished or denied the afterlife if, number one, if you are a non-Jew who was supposed to convert in this life and didn't?
That's a very tough question. So a person who was supposed to convert and did not. So I guess it would be decided based on the circumstances. Based on the circumstances why a person did not convert. So if a person, for example, did not have means, and there are people like that, they could not move to the Jewish community, period. They could not afford. For example, I have students in different countries, and in that countries, of course, they say that you have to also take the learning course, and they're going to test you and stuff like that. It's very interesting. So this conversion is not there. I mean, it is for them. Everything is expensive, but this learning course is very, very expensive. So unless they're very, very like a genius and they learn all of the classes. So whatever these learning courses I covered, that's for sure, right? I mean, 89%, let's say. I don't know what else they teach, but let's say 89% we cover. So meaning you can pass any exam, right, with this knowledge. But to say that, right, but of course they want to make money, right, on one hand. On the other hand, they don't trust that you're going to learn on your own, which is also reasonable, right? They want, if they want to take your application and the base like before, so you have to accomplish, finish the course, and it costs a lot of money. So for some people who doing okay, not very rich, middle class, there is no problem. But for some people, it's very, very expensive, and they hardly can afford the apartment next to the synagogue, and they cannot afford the food, and they are struggling how to pay for these courses. You understand? So it's but for other people, they cannot even move to next to the Jewish community. Period. It's for whatever reason, so they cannot get a job, and it's they live on some of the suburbs, in some deep in the country, and the Jewish community, of course, in central cities. So of course they're not going to get judged if so they are not we are not obligated to count on miracles. We're not allowed. We're not allowed to count on miracles. Okay, I want to convert, I'm going to move there, how I'm going to pay for this apartment, Hashem is going to provide. No, Hashem, okay, of course he's going to provide, but if you have such a strong bitachon, yeah, but otherwise you're not obligated to do that. Yeah, you understand? So a person who does not have a means to convert based on reality on the circumstances. So he's if they in a process and they could not finish, and when Mashiach comes, of course they're not going to, or when one person died and was not afforded that opportunity, of course they're not going to get judged. Absolutely not. Right? Again, Hashem is not expect us to count on miracles. But if person had means and was just lazy, and I also know a person like that, right, who are lazy or who are greedy, they count me how much it's going to cost my Jewish community. I said, look, what am I? I'm taking your rent, I'm taking your money. Look, you don't want to move. Don't move. Why you have to? I have to listen to all of the Lashon Hara. Yeah, the Jews want to live together. They want to live together. They want to have a membership in a shul. So you have to pay in some shuls a few $1,000s a year membership. I mean, to keep up this beautiful shul. That's what you need. You right? If you don't want, don't do it. You're not obligated. So if you did not have means, you're not going to be judged as you did not come. But if person had means, but as this guy that I have in mind that count how much they charge, okay, so don't pay. Keep your money. Who needs them? Somebody sent me left a commentary. He said, "I'm just interested. How much is conversion?" This guy, how much is it for you? It's zero. Like who needs you? Like if that's all you're interested, so nobody needs you. Okay, so again, it debates on the circumstances. Okay. Meaning based on the circumstances, not relying on any miracles. So if you did whatever you could, and Hashem did not provide, so okay, you fine as a day. You're not going to, nothing is going to be held against you. But if you had the means and you did not do it because you were greedy, because you were building this career, that this guy, I was like, I want to curse this guy. Your son is dying, and you think about your job, about your insurance. You don't want to move there. So the guy is in IT. So I mean, IT is, I think, even it was more than 20 years, less than 20 years ago. So I mean, you can get job in IT even in Arizona. Right? There is IT in Arizona everywhere. You understand? Okay. So go ahead. What else?
Thank you, Rabbi.
You're welcome.
Second part of the question: if a person will be punished or denied the afterlife. Number two, if the same person above delays their conversion.
Delays, that's what the Talmud says. Yes, if a person like delays his or her conversion, and even though he or she personally does it, not the Beis Din, not the whole procedure, not the rabbis, like she did it. So what is the problem? So if you knew the truth, so why you did not run? Why you did not bother everybody? Why you did not read 7 books in one day? So if you wanted to convert so much, if it if it's not true, it's falsianity, it's Christianity. So of course it's garbage. Don't do it. But if you know like it is important and you're going to get rewarded, and it's a big, huge privilege to be a part of the chosen nation. So why you delay even 1 second? Forgive a day or 1 year. You understand? So for that, that person is going to get punished severely.
Thank you, Rabbi.
You're welcome.
That's tough.
It is tough. So if it's true, it's true. If it's not, it's not. So we have to make a choice. For example, when somebody, I give you this example. When people, I had a guy not a student, acquaintance of mine, right? So younger fellow, and he was in the medical school. Right, he went in the medical school, and he was learning like day and night, and he was so concentrated, on get of this medical school. I don't know what profession he chose, but he was like so much dedicated. Why? Like a guy in his 20s. I don't remember what he was. Maybe like early 20s. Like he was so mature, so preoccupied. Right? Why? Because he saw the goal that it's worth it for him to pass all the exams, to have a good grades, to get to this school, that school, and be working in this hospital, that hospital. You understand? So he had a goal, and everything was like concentrate on this goal, right? And same as other people, when they see something is worth it, they're going to pursue it. Not as this guy, for example, right? But if you know, people what is it? Looking for treasure, right? So that's actually from the Talmud. It says how you should learn for truth. Like you're looking for treasure. Have you ever seen these people who looking for treasure? Right? They have a map from 700 years ago. Would they stop? Would they take the 3 days vacation? No, they're not going to stop. They're not going to take vacation. They would sell their house just to buy that piece of that digging equipment or something. Hire people or camels to go somewhere to that place. You understand? So because why? Because they're goal oriented. They know that that's how they're going to be rewarded. Right, so if you know that you're going to get rewarded, for being a Jew, so why should you stop? Why should you take a 3 days vacation, even 1 minute vacation? You understand? Okay. What else? So I hope it sounds logical to you. I mean, for me, it's simple logic. It's simple, straightforward logic. Okay.
Thank you, Rabbi.
You're welcome.
Number 3 of this question is whether the person is going to be punished or denied the afterlife or not.
Mm-hmm.
Number 3, if an adopted person did not know they were Jewish
Mm-hmm.
and lived as a goy.
Mm-hmm. So in this case, absolutely not. No. That's a classic case of Tinok Hanishba, right? That they tried to put all of the Jews, though the majority do not qualify for this. So what is the Tinok Hanishba? A person. So in olden days, unfortunately, it was very common. So these non-Jews would still kidnap babies, right? Children. So they would play somewhere outside. They just take and go. And this little baby was raised among the non-Jews, and then grew up. And let's say after some time they have a mercy on this child. They had no need in the child. They just go to your people. So those are your people. Maybe they're going to tell this person. Maybe not. So this person had no idea. This child had no idea. This person, grown-up person, had no idea that he or she is Jewish. And how can you judge them? You understand? So, and even for people like that, it's very interesting. Once they found out that they're Jew, so they had to bring one korban, right, like sacrifice to the Beis Hamikdash. So even though like they transgressed many sins, but it was, of course, Hashem give them discount because they did not know and did not have any way to know. But anyway, I have to bring one sacrifice. It's very interesting. But in the case of adopted person, like a person did not know, like what can you? So I mean, it's not reasonable to assume that when person lives in the world and in the neighborhood and the world, like when most of the people are Gentiles, to go and ask, am I Jewish or not Jewish? It's not logical. It's not reasonable unless person had some reason to do that. In a sense, of course, a person would not be held liable.
Thank you, Rabbi.
You're welcome.
So I remember a long time ago I heard this story that Rabbi Reuven told about this old lady that reached out to him. She was like 84 or something like that, if my memory serves me correctly. Mm-hmm. And she found out that she was Jewish. Rabbi Reuven started helping her to achieve conversion to live as a Jew. Mm-hmm. So I was wondering if someone finds out about this at a very advanced age, does this person have any sort of excuse, or does this person still have to strive and like try to live as a Jew the remaining years that he has in this world, perhaps? Of
course, yes. So once a person found out that this lady found out that she's a Jew, she must live the rest of her life as a Jew, right? And this Teshuvah, even though she lived the rest of beginning of her this 84 years as a very against Torah, let's say, right? So now it doesn't matter. She can do Teshuvah, and this Teshuvah would be accepted. Now she found out. Now she's responsible. And of course, we have to be patient with a person. We have to help them. So especially with the elderly person, it's not very easy. But some of them very receptive, and we actually gave somebody just before the Shabbos. So we gave somebody Shabbos light. So my wife said, no, they're not going to take it. I said, how do you know? Let's try. Jewish soul, maybe they're going to take it. And we gave this person as a present the covering on a switch, so the person would not turn on the switch just accidentally. So to leave some light in the bathroom, in the kitchen, wherever they need to, and cover the switches just in case. I mean, me personally, I just touched this cover. Baruch Hashem, it's covered like maybe I don't know, a few times a year, accidentally, like automatically, I would touch like a switch, like going out of the bathroom, or it's automatically. But Baruch Hashem, they will cover. So we gave the person, I said maybe they're going to. I said, stop these calculations. We offer. I'm without any long introduction. I just said this is the covers. So please leave the lights in your house, whatever you need in the bathroom, in the kitchen, whatever in the corridor, whatever you need in the hall, and he's Shabbos light for you, and that person accepted. Okay, you understand? So don't do any calculation. Jewish soul is a Jewish soul. When they're going to wake up, maybe 5 years ago she would not accept it. Today I don't know. Our job is to reach out and offer and be nice and caring and see if person wants, they're going to accept. If not, they're not going to accept. But it's don't do the calculations. Okay. Right. So that person. So of course the person of course did not have ever this Shabbos lights and did not of course turn on and off the lights all their lives. It's understandable, but okay, start a little later in their life. Doesn't matter. Okay, go ahead. What else?
Next question. This is a great question. It says, what if one delays conversion because they want to have more time? They want to have more knowledge of halacha, for example, Shabbat halacha, in order to do less averot.
Mm-hmm. That's a good question. So if a person, of course, God-fearing person would take their time, it's very important that there is a line, so you would not be able to know all of these halachas, right? Pertaining to Shabbos, let's say, just answering this specific question. But to cover at least once all of the laws, or whatever we covered, and the rest of the books in the series that we did not cover yet, so that's absolutely proper. At least a person would have knowledge, like basic what to do, what not to do, and plus would have like knowledge of questions. So what might be the issue? So majority of the people, they do not even know what the issue is. You understand? But if you went like one time or two times, like let's say you got the book and you participated in a class, or you did miss this class, you had our videos, and like you did the book and the video, so you're in pretty good shape, basically. At least if you would not remember all of the details, you would remember there is a problem. I don't remember what problem, but there is a problem. So, and you can always go back and look up the book or ask the question. Again, most of the people who think that observe Shabbat, they do not observe anything. Right? In their mind they observe. Maybe they don't use the light, electricity, but otherwise they break all of the other possible rules. So I'd say it's proper, but do not bet that you're going to memorize everything in all of the exceptional circumstances. That's too much. So this is the line. So basic what to do, what not to do, and all of the other subjects, like in general, what could be an issue. Okay.
Thank you, Rabbi.
Okay. And the reason is because you're going to continue learning anyway. So okay. Okay, go ahead.
So, thank you, Rabbi. So the way to avoid getting punished in Shamayim for not knowing some halachot is to never stop studying, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm. So meaning I was on the way, I was trying, but I did not get to it. So in this case, a person would the sin would be unintentional, right? So it's a huge difference between intentional sin and unintentional sin. So unintentional meaning that I learned, but I didn't get to this, right? And I got to this topic yet. And intentional sin, when a person was watching basketball, I don't know, like watching movies, right? In a free time, when he or she could have learned books. That would be intentional sins.
Thank you, Rabbi.
You're welcome.
So if this person didn't get to the most intricate details of the halacha, or perhaps some halacha that is very complex that the average Jew would not get to that easily, at least not at the beginning. So is this person still gonna get punished for it?
No, yes,
like
yeah. So it should not stop us. So as I said, we're interested in the basics. What to do, what not to do. These intricate details you can learn forever and ever and ever, and it's going to be still more material for you to learn. You understand? So, for example, I learned with somebody this Igras Moshe. So every time they ask, not every time, okay. Sometimes they ask questions I never heard of the topic before. Forget about the details topic. It's like the Torah is so huge, and when Reb Moshe Zatzal started explaining, it's like, whoa. So like when he started explaining, so then I understand how ignorant I am. You understand? But we don't push it. Again, we go by the basics and cover all of the basics laws and then continue.
Thank you very much, Rabbi.
You're welcome.